Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, our first guest has one very, very, very impressive resume. The audience was very excited when she came out. That's right. Abby Jimenez is an acclaimed pastry chef, a Food Network champion, and a New York Times best-selling author. Her latest romance novel is called Just for the Summer. It's about a quick fling meant to break a love curse. Audience, give it up for Abby, everybody. Hi, Abby. How you doing?
Amazing.
Good to see you. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You know that I've loved you forever. I've loved your pastry work. Now, Kendall, let me just tell you a quick story before Kendall heard me tease your appearance, and she screamed like she won Plinko or something.
Like,
yeah.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah. So that's why she's on the couch with us as well. Yeah. Let me start, and then Kendall can take it over because look at her. She's like,
I'm just clutching books.
I love it. You just had some big news that I was just told about. Listen to this. Good Morning America just picked your book for their book club.
They did.
Look at that. What was that moment like when you found out?
Well, I actually have a video of me finding out on my social media because my editor texted me and said, I've got some news. I want to talk to you on the phone. And she never does that. It's always like scheduled calls. So I pulled my daughter in. I was like, I think something big's happening. Record this. And I'm in my pajamas.
Right.
And good thinking, Abby. Yeah.
And I caught the moment on camera, and I was floored. Yeah. I was floored. You could just feel the emotion coming through the phone.
So it's April, right? The April book club?
Yep.
Oh, Abby, congrats.
That's
huge.
I get to go to New York and be live on the show on Saturday. So
tell Robin we said hi. Anyway, okay.
Our friend, our dear friend. I definitely want to talk about your new book, but it kind of segues perfectly into TikTok. So I'm from here, so I knew of you, of course, because local. But your book, yours truly, completely blew up Book Talk. And then I feel like everything else completely blew up with that. What was that like, seeing your name as one of the top authors on Book Talk? That doesn't happen to most people.
It's so cool to go into like a Target and see my books on a Book Talk shelf. It just blows my mind. But I love TikTok. I have so much fun on that app. I'm actually famous there for my dogs.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Yes, you are. You're famous for your pastry, your books, and now your dogs. Yeah. Because explain Book Talk for all of us non-Book Talk people.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you. I'm just saying. So that's Book Talk. Oh, that's the dog, not the Book Talk. Yeah.
That's TikTok.
Yeah.
So everybody knows what TikTok is, and if you are on TikTok and you like to read, all you do is literally search the term Book Talk and lists of books from people who everyone trusts as readers. If you are on a list like that, you immediately, you experience this, blow up. Completely blow up. So it's a huge, huge thing.
Abby, can you give me, I really am not just saying this. When we went through the plot in our meeting, we were like, that's a brilliant plot. Can you explain briefly what the through line is of the book?
Sure. So Justin has a curse. Every woman that he dates goes on to find the love of her life after they break up. And he does this Am I the A-hole Reddit post that goes viral where he mentions this. Emma, who's a travel nurse, sees it and goes, wait, I have the same thing. So they decide that if they date each other, when they break up, they will both go on to find their soulmates. They'll cancel each other's curses out. So she comes to Minnesota as a travel nurse to date Justin just for the summer. And of course, things don't go as they planned.
Dun, dun, dun.
They never do.
Yeah.
Never.
We were also talking in that meeting, and we thought, oh, that's a good author question. What's your process like? Do you have a ritual? Do you check yourself into a fancy hotel and you tell your family to leave you alone for 2 months? Or
don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. What is your process of writing like? We were wondering.
It's very anticlimactic. I write my books on my cell phone. I don't even have an office.
What?
Yes. It's embarrassing. I don't even have an office or a desk.
That is so cool. You write them on your phone?
I just write it on my phone in the middle of the chaos that is my house. Yeah, with 4 dogs and 3 teenagers coming in and out, and I'm just writing on my phone.
I can barely write a text. There are some days.
A note.
There are sincerely days when it's like just emojis, like frog, wood, pear.
That's
you know what I
it.
mean? And
you're writing all of the, because I've read your books, I know that you base a lot of your protagonists, and this is why women love to read them too, on people you actually know. And things that happen to them that are heavier, but you still make it this light and fun and beautiful romance novel. How do you continue to come up with new things? Like, don't you run out of ideas?
You know, I only have to write 1 book a year. So
Only one?
I only have to come up with 1 good idea a year.
Only one.
Only one.
I do, that does, honestly, that's a really good pace for me because I can crank a book out in 3 months if I really put the pedal to the metal, like on my phone.
You can leave now, Abby.
This is why we're losers.
You're making us all feel like underachievers.
But I do like to dive into more serious topics in my books. They are rom-coms and they are romances, which means that I do have to give you a happy ever after or a happy for now at the end. So it's an emotional safe space.
Yeah.
So no matter what I put you through in the pages, you will be made whole at the end. But I like to touch on more difficult topics within these books because that's what romance exists in. That's the threads of everyday
It's where the drama
life.
exists.
Right. Yes.
Well, come back when you do a little less. And
We'll come
the next time you achieve something, which will be Thursday. I mean, you know, give it up for Abby, everybody. Please pick up this book wherever you find your books. There it is. It's a beautiful cover. I'm big on covers just for the summer. Follow Abby on social media as well and support her by watching the Good Morning of the America. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Back in a moment. Abby.